Yo, what's going on YouTube? Nassif here from Click, and today I'm going to be doing the, initial impressions or first impressions of the LG G5. I picked this up a little while ago. You might see the Spigen Rugged Armor case before this video goes live or after. It depends on the scheduling and on with all the HTC U11 stuff and the XC Premium stuff going on. This video is obviously going to get bumped a little bit, but I figured I got the phone. I'll show you guys what I think of it in 2017 now that it's aged, what, 1 year now? So the G6... it's got to be just 1 year. So I'll talk to you guys about just my initial impressions and the buying experience. So I picked it up on eBay. Again, same, I think it was Toronto Cellular this time. So same decent sellers that I've been buying from for ages on eBay. Delivered in 1 day. And I had one issue where there's a little bit of screen retention on this one in particular, so I emailed him, and I told him, I said, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but I definitely need some sort of compensation, and he kicked me back $50, no problem at all. So shout out to Toronto Cellular for that awesome customer service. Now, in terms of the phone, the screen retention seems to have disappeared, so I guess it's just an issue. I guess maybe the phone hasn't been used for a while. I have no idea, but I don't see it anymore, and I don't notice the issue anymore, so it was just out of box now. Okay, so quick story behind this. You guys know I had the LG G3. The G3 was before I started YouTube, so that was ages ago. I had the G4, which I don't even know what happened to it. I was trying to install CyanogenMod, and it just got all messed up, and you guys know the story with that. That got sent back, or actually got sold to some guy who thought he was Superman and thought he could fix it, so he did that. And then I had the LG V10 as well, which I purchased from some guy on eBay. I don't remember. If you guys remember that video, definitely not impressed with that. It was said it was a new phone in box, blah blah blah. Phone was damaged, clearly a refurbished device, so had issues with that. And I had this discussion with him quite some time ago where it was like, should I get the G5? Should I not get the G5? And you know what? Im said he's like, you've had such crappy history with LG, but it's up to you at the end of the day. So I did end up picking it up, and here it is. So all in all, if you guys were to buy it, it'll be about how much was it? $320, I believe. I got $50 off, so about $270 for me. I think it's a great pickup for that price. I mean, when it first came out, again in Canada we get screwed on prices, so $700-800 for the LG G5. This is obviously a year ago when it was new. So I picked it up now, and I've been loving it, guys. Now I restored it. Because initially I was going to send it back, but then I told him, I said, I'm not going to trouble you with having to restock it and all that stuff. I'll just toss me the money. It's all good. So he did that. So it is a little bit, I guess, not set up right now. It's very bare bones, but I did use it for about a week when I first got it, and I just haven't had time to get around to making a video for you. We're already 3 minutes in, so I figured let's get into the initial impressions. So here's the phone, guys. Now obviously you guys saw, I don't know if you did see, but I got a Dbrand skin. I will have a video up about Dbrand in a little bit. I don't know if you guys follow Max Lee, but he made a really good video about slick wraps and Dbrand and all stuff, so I'll talk about that in the other video. But anyway, I got the Dbrand skin. I went Stormtrooper look. Try to got rid of that kind of the robot from Futurama, or is it Futurama? I don't know. But that robot, the phone looks like that. So I figured the skin might clear that up a little bit, and it did. Made a big difference. The white carbon on the bottom, black carbon on the top, white carbon for the camera, and there's my phone buzzing. It's very, very precise. Now keep in mind, this took me forever to get installed. It took me about 25 minutes. Now that is way too much time for a skin, but with the modularity portion of the G5, I guess for me anyway, I had to line it up perfectly with the bottom of the phone. So anyway, that's that for the skin. Now in terms of build, guys, it does feel a little bit light compared to other phones, especially when the battery comes out. It feels very flimsy, I'd say, almost as if you could just bend it and the phone would just fall apart. It's not so bad when you have the battery in. I mean, it has a little, obviously the battery adds a lot of weight to the phone. Again, with LG's, the controversial paint job that they used on this one, underneath here, it's supposedly made of full aluminum and then it's coated in like this primer paint almost. So the paint does feel very cheap. There was one crack on the bottom on the paint here, and you can see the antenna lines on the top here on the paint. So not the best quality in terms of paint job or whatever from LG, but it is what it is. It's covered in the skin now, and it's probably going to stay like this for the time that I have the phone. Otherwise, guys, build is really nice. You have the curved screen up at the top here. The glass is curved off, so it sits really nice on your face when you're taking a call. The bottom here is curved off as well, so I don't know if you guys can see the profile. It's pretty much curved, like on the top's curved, bottom's curved, so it sits nice in the hand, feels nice to swipe up. Gestures up and then swiping down is really nice. And again, as like I said, taking calls feels really good on the head. In terms of the screen, guys, it is running a 2K IPS LCD display, 1 year old. So again, it is what it is. The displays. It is a good display, don't get me wrong, but again, for me personally, it doesn't compare to AMOLED. You guys know how I feel about displays and AMOLEDs and whatnot, so it is what it is, guys. What can you do? The one thing I did notice with the build is that the bottom here, I don't know if you guys can see that, it doesn't line up perfectly with the modular part doesn't line up perfectly with the top of the phone. But again, not a big deal, especially for the price I paid. But I did know, I watched a few other LG G5 videos and I noticed that people still have that problem as well. So whatever, what can you do? At the bottom here, I'll give you guys a quick run through of the device. USB-C port, speaker, microphone, volume up and down, mic, IR blaster, which is nice. You can do some ultimate trolling in the restaurants and whatnot. Headphone jack, which is awesome. You got that, I think it's got a 32-bit DAC if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on it. You got the SIM tray on the side and your power button on the back. You guys know how I feel about the power button on the back. Not the best in the world. I really didn't like it on the Blue Pure XL, but I do like it here just because the phone is easy to manage. It's only a 5.3-inch display, I believe. So it's easy to manage in your hand, and your fingerprint, your finger sits pretty much on the fingerprint scanner when you pick up the device. In terms of the OS, guys, it's running LG's skinned UI or whatever. I did block it out using one of the themes that's provided. It is running Android 7.0, so Android version 7.0 there, running the April security patch, which is nice. This is a Verizon variant, so I do get updates from Verizon, but not a big deal. Verizon's pretty decent with pushing updates. We're going to check right now and see if we have one. No update there, so no update is necessary. The one thing I don't like is that there's a lot of Verizon bloatware on here, but there's not much you can do about it. Again, it is what it is, as I always say. You can just disable. Again, I disabled pretty much all of it. There's only a couple that you can't get rid of, but not a big deal. I'm just going to hide them anyway. It doesn't bog the phone down at all. I don't know if you guys can tell here. I'm just flipping through applications. We'll get to the camera in a second. And it's just really quick. Just like opening apps, closing apps is pretty much instant. There's no delay anywhere in terms of loading and whatnot. Pretty quick phone. Again, the LG skin does slow it down very, very slightly. It is, I guess, better than old LG skins, but it is still pretty heavy, I would say, on the Android theming compared to like HTC and stock Android. So not a big deal. It is a nice change. I'm kind of tired of having the same OS, the same launcher, and all that stuff on all my devices. So it does run smooth. We'll leave it at that. It does run smooth. Now the cameras, guys. Here, I'll give you a quick. There's me in the corner. What's up? So as you guys can see, you got the obviously you got the normal camera, which takes a normal photo, and then you can pop out to the. Well, I guess we're in wide angle right now. This is the normal camera here. So that's the normal angle. I guess you will see here. We'll take I guess not a photo, but I'll show you the viewfinder, and then you pop out to the wide angle, and look how much more you can see. You can see all the mess that's over there in the corner. But guys, definitely the camera is a win, especially considering it's a 1-year-old device and the price you're paying. This camera takes some of the best pictures I've seen on a camera for a while. Definitely able to compete with Samsung and iPhone. The iPhone 7 Plus, the Galaxy S8 Plus. Definitely going to compete with them, not going to surpass them by any means, but definitely up there and to give them a little bit of a worry. The front camera is decent as well. See if I can flip it around here. As you guys, what's up? There's me. You got the beauty slider here, which I like to leave at 8 for obvious reasons. But again, I don't use the front camera. You guys know I don't use the selfie shooter. I don't take selfies, so it is what it is. What else did I talk about? The speaker is actually really, really good. We'll pop into Spotify here. Hopefully I'm logged in. Shit, I'm not logged in. Okay, give me one sec. Let me log into Spotify here. Oh, I guess I'm not logged in. Okay, let's go onto YouTube and get some NCS. So we'll go NCS music search, and I'll give you guys a quick demo. We'll just go to I guess they're live right now. So can I go to the live video? There we go. No, that's not the live video. We'll just go to the first video that's here. And well, that's a nice advertisement there for Android Pay, which sucks. Don't use it. But here, we'll pop into the song, and we'll go full volume. Is that full volume? That's not full volume. That's full volume. Alright, so I'm just going to hold the phone to the mic. You guys be the judge. So give me 1 second. I'm just going to hold it up here, and we're going to play it out. This is full volume, guys. Full volume. So I find I don't know if you guys can even hear me, but I find it's really full. Not the loudest speaker in the world, As you guys can tell, not the loudest speaker. No, it is loud. Don't get me wrong. It is a loud speaker, but it's not comparable to the iPhone 7 that I have, which I will have a video up on shortly. But it's good. It's loud. Got bass, mids, highs. The headphone jack is awesome. Obviously, I can't demonstrate that for you, but take my word, the LG G5 headphone jack is amazing. Charge times on this thing and battery life. Now, the battery life has been decent. I get about 3.5 to 4 hours screen on time, and that's with the ambient display on or the always-on display on. And charge times are quick. USB-C, Quick Charge 3.0, I believe, or Quick Charge 2.0. Charges the phone up within like an hour, and I'm good to go for the rest of the day. I was literally just going to say, what was I going to talk about? The build, screen, speakers, charge times, battery life. I think I hit everything, especially for the initial impressions. It got a little bit of a long video. Went on a bit because I went on a little bit of a chat at the beginning of the video, but I mean, that's really all I have to say right now for the G5. I need to use it for, I guess, another couple days, daily drive it for a few days. I got so many devices I got to use. I've got another one coming that you guys are probably going to like. A little bit of a revisit from about last year, early last year, late 2 years ago. But we'll take a look at that when it comes. But anyways, guys, this has been, I guess, the initial impressions of the LG G5 in 2017. I'm not living 2 years in the past, I promise. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'm going to get this video uploaded, and I'm going to start recording a bunch of other videos. So I'm going to talk to you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.